Just going to start off by noticing sound. Just listening to all the sound that's surrounding your body. Outside the room, reaching your listening awareness all the way outside the room. Bringing your listening awareness inside the room, listening to sounds that are close by. Allowing yourself to become sensitive to your surroundings through sound and hearing. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. Feel the contact your seat is making with the ground or the props that you're sitting on. And take your awareness to the body itself. Just doing a quick body scan, noticing any parts of the body that feel more sensitive, parts of the body that are feeling more open, and parts of the body that are asking for your attention tonight. Beginning to understand what it is that you might need tonight to bring yourself into a state of relaxation. What conditions can you create for yourself within your yoga practice tonight to allow yourself to rest and to regulate? Maybe those conditions are some sort of intention. Maybe the conditions are more so how you would like to move when we begin to move. I will be giving out lots of different cues, and this is just a reminder that everything that I say is for you to consider and to decide yes or no for yourself. Just giving you the permission to do what you feel is right for the next hour and 15 that we have together. And I know Jen is super familiar with this class, but Jonah, I'm not sure if you've taken this class or not, so just a heads up, we're going to be moving the body for about 45 minutes, combination of vinyasa and yin, so maybe holding some poses for a little bit longer, connecting movement to breath, and then eventually kind of winding things down and preparing for Yoga Nidra, which is a deep relaxation. I believe you're familiar with it. So you'll just be following my voice for like an internal kind of guided meditation. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Nice, let's do one more, maybe just a little bit deeper, really fill the lungs all the way up. Open the mouth, release. Gonna make our way into a child's pose. So if you had a blanket and you wanted to place it underneath your knees, please feel free. Let your knees go wide, let your big toes come to touch behind you. Bring the forehead all the way down to the mat. Reach the arms forward. Allow yourself to land in this first shape. Feeling a softness in your low back. Eventually bringing your attention back to your breath. You might start by taking some deeper breaths and then allowing your breath to just return to a natural rhythm. We'll be here for the next 5 breaths. Find one more breath in and a long breath out. And make your way forwards onto your hands and knees. Take your time. Hands will land underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. On your next breath in, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl the toes underneath the feet. Find cat pose. On your exhale, drop the head, dome the upper spine, press into the tops of the feet, drop the head. Take it away at your own pace, cat-cows. Just beginning to link the breath to the movement. I would recommend starting off a little bit slower. Take 2, maybe 3 more rounds at your own pace. Make your way into a neutral spine. Turn your fingertips to face one another. So the middle fingers are creating a straight line. Spread out through the fingers nice and wide, and then start to make some circles with the torso. We're just going into the wrists a little bit. Switch directions with your circles. Turn the fingertips to face forward. Bring your knees together, bring the feet together, and come to sit down on your shins in a hero's pose. And give the arms a little shake out, releasing anything that you have tense in the wrists and the shoulders. You might do some shoulder rolls, shaking the arms, maybe swinging the arms back and forth. Find a nice big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Make your way back into tabletop. We'll move through another round of cat-cow. On the breath in, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl the toes underneath the feet. On the exhale, drop the head, dome the upper spine, press into the tops of your feet. Take it away at your own pace. If you want to add in some hip circles, that might feel nice here. If you'd like to do some neck rolls, that might feel good. Just taking a few moments here to explore any free movements. Make your way back into a neutral spine. Turn your fingertips to face outwards now. So the insides of the wrists are now facing one another. And again, start to make some circles with the torso. Just going really slowly here. Little circles. Switch directions, go the other way. Turn your fingertips to face on a diagonal now. So each hand are kind of splaying outwards. So the thumb is facing forward. And then begin to make some more circles with the torso. Switch directions. Fingertips face forward here. Neutral spine. Bring the feet together. Bring the knees together. And sit down at your hero's pose. And start to shake the arms out. Shake the wrists out. Swing the arms back and forth. Maybe send the arms up for a moment. Get a nice stretch in on the side bodies. Find your breath. Take a nice deep inhale. Let out a sigh maybe as you exhale. We'll go for that again. Inhale nice and big through the nose. Keep shaking the arms. Exhale out the mouth. Great. We're gonna find a downward facing dog as you're ready. We'll keep the knees nice and soft to start. I love a bent knee, downward facing dog. It allows the backs of the legs to have more space. You might shake through the head a few times, nodding the head yes, shaking the head no. You might start to pedal out through the feet, bending one knee and extending the other knee. come back to your breath. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Breathing in nice and deep. And exhaling nice and long. On your next breath in, reach the right leg up. On your exhale, bend through the right knee. Open your hips to the right side. Stack the right hip on top of the left. And start to make some circles with your right leg. Switch directions. Slowly drop the right hip point back down. Re-extend the back leg. Find a breath in. On your exhale, slowly step into a lizard lunge. Step the right foot wide outside of the right hand. Drop the back knee down, untuck the back toes. I'm going to offer this with blocks if you have them. Place the blocks on the low setting underneath the hands. If you don't have blocks, no big deal. Lift through the chest. We'll be here for 10 breaths. It might feel nice to turn your right toes to face slightly outwards. So we're going to try to keep the chest opening forward just so that we can bring a little bit more activity into the pose. It's also nice to open through the heart space. It might feel nice to just close the eyes here and focus on any sensation that's arising in the hips. If you find your mind beginning to wander, let it wander. And eventually see if you can direct your attention back to any intention that you set at the top of class. And take 2 more breaths here. Gonna start to transition out of the lizard lunge. So lift the back knee up, take your time, and keep the hands on the blocks. Step the right foot back into a downward facing dog with the support of the blocks. So you might have to widen your hands a little bit. Let the head go. Find a breath in and a breath out. Noticing how the support of the blocks changes the pose. On your next breath in, roll forwards into a plank pose with the blocks. Feel the heels driving backwards. Feel the crown of the head reaching forwards. Allow the belly to be the foundation of the pose. So really engage through the belly. Breathe in and breathe out. Begin to bend the knees, send the hips backwards into a downward facing dog. On your next breath in, roll forwards into a plank pose. On your next breath out, bend the knees, send the hips backwards, downward facing dog. One more, inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, roll backwards. Inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, child's pose. Keep the arms on the blocks for just a moment here. You can rest your arms with the palms facing up. Bring the forehead down to the mat. Option to thread the needle and bring the right arm underneath the left arm. Hopefully the left arm is supported by the block. Gives a little bit more space Place the side of the head down on the mat. Turn the gaze to the left. 3 deep breaths. Make your way out of the arm position. Lose the blocks, set them to the side, and then we're gonna make our way into a puppy dog pose. So just slide the arms forward a bit, bring the knees underneath the hips, forming L shapes with the legs. Extend the arms all the way forward, place the forehead down on the mat. If you have the space, it might feel nice to bring the chin down on the mat. Take one more breath in here and out. Sphinx pose. Place the elbows down on the mat, shift the hips forward, extend the legs, set the hips down on the mat. Now you have L shapes with your arms. So elbows right underneath shoulders, spread through the fingers wide, lift the chest forwards and up. Slightly engaging the belly muscles. One more breath in and out. Full pranam. Extend your arms forward, flip the palms to face up, bring the forehead all the way down to the mat. Take a breath in. Feel the weight of your body as you exhale. Slide the hands back, and then slide the hands out wide, outside edges of the mat. Tent up on the fingertips. We'll do 3 rolling baby cobras. On your next breath in, lift the chest forward, press down to the hips, engage the belly. Exhale, roll the chest down, forehead meets the mat. 2 more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift, follow your breath. Exhale, let that go. Downward facing dog. As you're ready, send the hips back to the ankles and up. Lift the left leg up as you breathe in. Exhale, bend through the left leg and stack the left hip on top of the right. Start to make some circles with the left leg. Switch directions, go the other way. Take your time, re-extend the back leg, square off the hips. Feel the belly engage as you lift the left leg a little bit higher. Find a breath in. Lizard lunge as you exhale with control, step wide. Outside of the left hand, turn the left toes to face out. Untuck your right toes, drop the back knee down, and grab your blocks if you have them. Just taking care here. The left hip might feel a little different than the right. It might feel nice to flip the blocks to a higher setting on this side. Again, finding length and opening in the chest. So there's this force driving down into the hips And then there's this force lifting up into the heart. Connecting to these opposing energies with the breath. We'll be here for 10 breaths. Again, if at any point you start to feel uncomfortable here, permission to exit the posture and find a position that feels good. At the end of the day, the movement practice should be pleasurable. It should feel good. We'll take 1 or 2 more breaths here in the lunge. And slowly transition into our supported downward facing dog. So if you have the blocks on a higher setting, I'd say flip them to the lowest. Lift your back knee up, slowly slide the left leg back. Reposition the blocks, find a breath in, and a breath out. Feel the heels driving down into the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Rolling forwards, finding another plank pose. Exhale to stay here. Engage the belly. Find a breath in. On the exhale, bend through the knees, shift the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forwards, plank pose. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back. One more, rolling forwards. Exhale, rolling backwards. Inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, child's pose. Drop down to the knees. Big toes come to touch behind you. Keep the hands right where they are on the blocks. Option to thread the needle, bringing the left arm underneath the right, and then bring the left side of the head down to the mat. Turn your gaze to the right side. We'll take 5 breaths. Remove the left arm from underneath the right. Lose the blocks for now, set them off to the side. Puppy dog pose, shift the hips forwards, extend the arms all the way forwards, bring the forehead down to the mat. Sphinx pose. Drop the elbows down, shift the hips forwards all the way down to the mat. Extend the legs, lift the chest forwards and up. If you're feeling spacious in the spine tonight, it might feel nice to find a seal pose by extending the arms. So arms are more or less straight in seal pose. Important to engage the belly to protect the low back. Maybe the chin lifts up. Find a breath in. And a breath out. Another breath. Inhale. And exhale back to Sphinx pose all the way down into your full pranam. Extend the arms, flip the palms to face up. Supported baby cobras, slide the hands back, slide the hands out wide, outside edges of the mat, bend the elbows straight up, slight pinch of the shoulder blades. On the inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up, press down through the hips. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Downward facing dog. Hips move back and up. Gonna step the feet in just a few inches. And then step the feet forwards a few more inches. Start to make some baby steps towards the top of your mat. Nice and slow. We'll land in a standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Let the feet be about hips width distance. Place the hands on the shins. Find a half lift with the spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold forwards, bend the knees, drop the head. Let your arms be heavy. Option to grab for opposite elbows and begin to sway side to side. It might feel nice to bend the knees a bit more. I like to exaggerate this to really start to get into the side body. Release and then switch your grip. Continue to sway. Release the elbows, bend through the knees even more. Allow the palms to ground down into your mat in front of the toes. So yeah, bend the knees as much as you need to get the hands down to the mat. Release the head. Feel all four limbs pressing firmly into the ground. Slowly make your way up to stand and let your head come up last. Take your time. Reach the arms around and up overhead. Bring the palms together above you. High prayer. Take a breath in. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Let your hands be on either side of the waist. Let your palms face forward. Find a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, roll the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Swing the right leg behind the left and start to balance slightly on the left leg. Reach the arms overhead so your right toes are down on the ground behind your left leg. Grasp your right wrist with your left hand and then start to lean to the left side. Make sure both shoulder points are facing forwards, both hip points are facing forwards. We're looking for a sensation in the right waist, the right ribs. Take a breath in and a breath out. Feeling an expansion in the right lung. Inhale and exhale. Last breath in and out. Step the right foot next to your left and fold forwards over your legs. Take a big step back with the left leg into a low lunge. Bend through the right knee nice and deep. Look forwards, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog, step back. Inhale forwards into a plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway, your choice. Lift into either another supported cobra or upward facing dog. Lift the thighs away from the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reach the right leg up, breathe in. Exhale, step wide, find your lizard lunge. Drop the back knee down, untuck the back toes, take a breath in, and a breath out. Lift the back knee up, step the left foot wide on the left side for a squat. Yogi squat, turn all 10 toes to face outward, bring the palms together at the heart, take a breath in, and a breath out. Option to slide a block underneath the seat here for a restorative version of the squats. Highly recommend. Most of the weight should be in the heels. Take one more breath in. Exhale, forward fold, standing forward fold. Heel toe the feet inwards as you extend to the legs. Place the hands on the shins, find a half lift, breathing in. Exhale, fold forwards over the legs. Option to grab onto the backs of the ankles here or the backs of the calves. Letting yourself find a deeper version of the fold. Release the arms. Make your way up to stand. Reach the arms around and up overhead. Bring the palms together, breathing in. Exhale, back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, roll the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders down and back. Reach the arms up overhead, breathe in. Exhale, swing the left leg behind the right. Grasp your left wrist with your right hand and start to lean to the right side. Sending some breath to your left waist, the left side of the rib cage. Maybe leaning to the right just another half inch or so. Take one more breath in and out. Step the left foot next to the right and fold forwards over your legs. Take your time, nice and slow. Big step back with the right leg, low lunge. Look forwards, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog, stepping back. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower any amount. Inhale, lift up. Upward dog, baby cobra, your choice. Exhale, downward facing. Lift the left leg up as you breathe in. Exhale, step wide. Lizard lunge. Drop the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Lift the chest forwards and up, breathe in. Exhale to stay here. Another breath in. out. Lift your back knee up. Step the right foot wide for a squat. Bring the palms together. Grab one of your blocks, place it on the low setting underneath your seat. You're gonna transition into a tabletop, so you'll swing both arms behind you. Go slow here, bring the feet so that they're more or less hips width distance, maybe a little wider. Bring the palms down on the mat, let your fingertips face forwards. On your next breath in, press into your feet, lift the hips up high. On the exhale, let your head fall back. Find a breath in and a breath out. Last breath here, breathing in and out. Bring the hips down to the block. Bring the feet together, bring the knees together, and wrap your arms around your shins. Let your forehead rest on the tops of the knees. One more reverse tabletop. Bring the hands back. On your next inhale, lift the hips up high. Exhale, gently let your head fall back. Bring the hips down to the block. Same thing. Come to rest with the feet together. Wrap the arms around the shins. Bring the forehead to the knees. Come to sit up. Remove the block from beneath your seat. Gonna take Janu Shirshasana, so forming a tree pose with the legs. So you'll extend the left leg forwards and then bring the sole of the right foot on the inside of your left leg. Yeah. If you have a blanket handy, it can feel really nice to roll up a blanket and place it underneath your left knee, especially if you're going for a more restorative version of the pose. So if you have a blanket or even a pillow, like a small pillow, either one would work, and place that underneath your knee. So bring the hands on either side of your left knee. Turn your shoulders to face your left foot, and then simply let your head just fold forwards towards your left knee, and you might flip your palms to face up here. We'll be here for 5 more breaths. As you settle in, it might feel nice to kind of slide the hands a little bit further forwards. You might notice the forehead reaching the left knee a little bit closer. our way out of this side. Take your time. Press yourself up to sit. Before we switch sides, just take a moment to check in. Checking into the body. Noticing any shifts in your energy, if any, since the beginning of our movement practice. Switch sides, so you'll extend the right leg forwards, remove the blanket from underneath your left leg, bring the sole of the left foot on the inside of the right leg. If you liked the blanket underneath the knee on the left side, you might try that out on the right. If you had an extra pillow or blanket, you wanted to place that on top of your right knee, that could be a cool option to explore on this side. I'm going to use a block. I'm going to place a block on my right knee for my forehead to rest on. And as you're ready, just let yourself fold forwards. We'll be here for the next minute. Just noticing if there's any parts of the body that are active, that don't need to be active. Just releasing through the belly, releasing through the jaw. We'll take 5 more breaths here. Start to make your way out of the shape. Lift the torso up. Just noticing any changes in the body temperature. We will begin to transition into the Yoga Nidra practice portion of class, so we'll take the next 2 minutes to get things set up. If you have pillows, if you have blankets, please use them. Yoga Nidra can be practiced lying on the back. Traditionally, it is practiced on the back. You can also practice on your side body. So the idea in setting up for Nidra is to create a kind of nest. One of my teachers describes the Nidra practice as creating a resting nest. And that includes props. That includes language or words that you'd like to tell yourself as you make your way into a resting position. Sometimes I like to pretend like I'm tucking in like a really young child for like a winter's nap, except for the child is me. Yeah, so just take another moment or so, kind of fidget around, do what you need to do. I find covering the eyes is super helpful, although not required. I also find placing something underneath the knees really helpful. Eventually, you'll find a still spot to be. A reminder that at any point during the practice, feel free to move and adjust. You're by no means chained to this one position. The idea of deep relaxation is to find a place inside of yourself that feels safe, somewhere inside that you can find protection and safety. It might be helpful to envision somebody or something that feels protective to you. It could be a spirit guide, it could be a friend, an animal, or a plant. I invite you to bring that protector into your space right now. If there's anything you're carrying, emotions, thought, or physical sensations, you might just hand these things over to your protector. So that you can take a load off. I'm going to begin with some belly breathing. Bring your awareness to the belly. And begin to breathe into the navel. Feel the navel lift as you inhale. And feel the navel drop as you exhale. Inhale, navel rises. Exhale, navel drops. Take this away at your own pace, allowing the breath to be as fluid as possible, with very little pausing in between your inhales and exhales. We'll be here for the next 10 breaths. Taking 3, maybe 4 more rounds of belly breathing, trying our best not to rush. Release the belly breath. Allow your breath to return to a natural cadence. Allow yourself to observe the body at rest. Feel the contact the body is making with the mat. And feel the support of the earth by tuning into the earth's gravitational pull. We can remember that we are held and supported at all times. Bring some awareness to your third eye center, the space right in between the eyebrows at the base of the forehead. Allow this awareness to be soft but present. Bring the same awareness, the same softness, into the center of the throat. The right shoulder. The right elbow. The right wrist. Right thumb. Index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. And little finger. All 5 fingers full of soft, embodied presence. Let the awareness come back to the wrist, softness in the right elbow, the right shoulder, throat center, awareness in the left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Allow the soft awareness to travel back to the left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder joint, throat center. Bring awareness to the center of the chest. Feel a softness in the chest, in the heart space. Feel the right side of the chest. And back to center. Feel the left side of the chest. And back to center. Bring awareness back to the center of the throat. And allow awareness to rest now in the third eye center. See if you can tune in to the witness consciousness. Begin to witness your current state. Allow the witness to be soft, benevolent, we'll be here for the next 2 minutes. notice where you are in spaciousness right now. Recall your intention for tonight's practice. Begin to slowly notice you have this body, and that the body is breathing. Just taking a few conscious breaths, beginning to consider what it might feel like to move. It might feel nice to take a couple deep breaths. Just really flood the body with some new energy. When it feels right, you will also start to make some subtle movements, maybe with the hands and feet. If you have something covering the eyes, feel free to remove the eye covering. And place the soles of the feet down on the mat. Again, no rush. Make your way to your side body. And just take a moment there on the side body. And take a moment to honor the body here, this beautiful vessel that you find yourself in, for all that it does, for allowing you to move and hopefully find some rest this evening. It's calling in your protector, and sending gratitude to them as well. When you're ready, you'll press yourself up to sit. You might just keep the eyes closed. Please take your time. If you'd like to find a seat on the shins or a cross-legged seat, feel free. Bring the left hand to the heart space. Bring the right hand over the left, bow the head. Seal in the practice. All right, I will leave you all here. If you'd like to take another moment or two in meditation, or maybe take a moment if you have the time to journal, this is a great time to do so. Just want to thank you both so much